Let me know when the broadcast is going. There's a major problem with tonight's broadcast, or at least the beginning of it. And that is that I was totally, oh gosh, he's even paying attention. I was totally going to do one of those little spoiler things. And it's easy when the admin's not here for me to be like, hey guys, here's an obnoxious hint about something that's coming in 8.0, which doesn't really answer any of your questions, but gets you all excited about it. But I do not have permission to do that kind of thing, and when the admin is here, I feel like I can't do it. So, busted. Welcome to Baltimore Crown Night. You may recall 1 week ago when Tim Matthews, Man in Motion, upset John Xset's Dave Matthews Band in the Louisville Derby. I suspect Tim remembers it at least a little bit. For some reason, this week has been incredibly long, and it feels like that was both yesterday and also maybe 3 some years ago. So we have 4 races tonight. The first of those is the Baltimore Distaff. This is for fillies and mares worth $400,000, going a mile and a 16th. We have a field of 9. On the rail, we have Rock Slide for Tamara Estes. This is a 4-year-old daughter of Happy This Way, bred by Eric Nalbone. 3 for 10 lifetime. This filly's coming off of a victory in a non-winners of 3. Speaking of that, you may recall a recent forum post. All will be revealed. This filly was 7th in the race before that in the Peace of the Moon Stakes. Her highest lifetime speed figure is an 86. Number 2 is Love and Cherish for Carl Smythe, a 4-year-old daughter of After the Disco. Only 2 for 11 lifetime on this steward bred, coming off of a 3rd place effort in a mile and a 16th stakes race in Japan. Number 3 is Hidden Oasis for Tom Mudgett. This is that great homebred mare. She won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies as a 2-year-old in like a massive upset. He's tried all sorts of stuff with this mare because Tom could use a nice horse in his barn, so why retire this one? She doesn't have like a spectacular pedigree, so she's probably not going to be the world's best broodmare. So why not run her? Sometimes he tries a mile with her. It actually worked 2 back. She won the Crescent City Stakes. Sometimes he goes long. She seems happiest at a mile and a 16th. She is 10 for 18 lifetime, 1.8 million earned for this daughter of You Never Know. Number 4 is Whispers for Poke Buffalo. This is a 4-year-old daughter of Spoken, who's only 1 for 13 lifetime. Another kind of sad steward bred here. This filly has not won since year 51-ish. Wah, wah. Coming off of a 5th place effort in the Valentine Handicap last out, that was a grade 2 event in New York. And number 5 is Wondrous Star for Glenn Culver. Aaron Sanderson bred this one. Coming off of a 5th place effort in the Sunny Sky Distaff, 3 for 15 lifetime. This filly has been top 3 11 times out of those 15 starts. Number 6, Choice is Yours Alone for Lethal Prodigy. This is a homebred. I kind of thought this was like one of mine, but it's not. This is a very well-bred daughter of Dragonfly, out of Choice Was Ours, who was mine. 4 for 15 lifetime, coming off of an 8th place finish in an allowance. This is kind of a weird race. There's no like super horse in here. Usually this race is stacked, and it's kind of not this year. Oh, it's post-time. I gotta talk faster. Number 7, A Free Spirit for Carolyn Eaton. 4-year-old daughter of All of Time, out of Dwayne. 5 for 10 lifetime, coming off of 3 straight wins, including last out she defeated fellow runner in here, Love and Cherish. Number 8, Goodnight Kiss for Laura Ferguson. This is a $10 million purchase, who's been a little bit disappointing. She did win a grade 1 race a little less than a year ago. Since then, she has been 2nd in the Grade 2 Wonder Stakes and 2nd in the Grade 1 Orange Blossom. $750,000 earned. but she's obviously never going to get to that $10 million mark on the track. I suppose for a daughter of just one kiss, that wasn't the point. Number 9 is Trip Out at This for John Exet, a homebred daughter of Happy This Way. 3 for 11 lifetime, coming off of 2 straight victories in allowance company. That's your field for the Baltimore Distaff, and it is post time. Maybe, if I ever pull up the broadcaster, which I forgot to do. Betting pool closes at $4,400. They're in the gate. They're off in the Baltimore Distaff, and it was a good start for all but Whispers. Whispers was away slowly. Good Night Kiss from the outside is gunned up to the lead, and here comes Love and Cherish along the rail. Trip Out at This on the way outside in a Free Spirit. Then comes Hidden Oasis, Whispers, Wondrous Star, Choice is Yours Alone, and Rock Slide at the back of the pack with 7 furlongs left to run in the distaff. It is Good Night Kiss, and she is on cruise control out here. She leads by 2, now 3 lengths. Trip Out at This gains a spot to be second over Love and Cherish third. Then comes Hidden Oasis with a Free Spirit fifth, Whispers, Wondrous Star, Choice is Yours Alone, and Rock Slide is still last. So it is Good Night Kiss, and she is cruising by 4 lengths over Trip Out at This, Love and Cherish alongside that one. 2 lengths back to Hidden Oasis, then comes a Free Spirit. Whispers, Wondrous Star, Choice is Yours Alone, and Rock Slide is still the trailer with 3 furlongs left to run, and it is still Good Night Kiss. She's 3 lengths clear, and she's going to be hard to beat today. Here's Hidden Oasis closing on her. Trip Out at This, a Free Spirit, Love and Cherish, Whispers, Choice is Yours Alone, Wondrous Star, and Rock Slide would need to do a lot better. It is Good Night Kiss with an eighth of a mile left to go. She's 2 lengths clear. Hidden Oasis is chasing her hard. A Free Spirit up in a third, and Choice is Yours Alone from the back of the pack, but Good Night Kiss had this one in control from the get-go. Good Night Kiss to win by 2, Hidden Oasis second, a Free Spirit third, then Choice is Yours Alone. The official winner is Good Night Kiss. She's a 4-year-old bay filly by Doctor Who out of Just One Kiss by War Daddy. Laura Ferguson owns this Stewardbred, who's now 6 for 11 lifetime. So this horse was one of those that was obviously bought to, as the joke goes, sorry it's crude, be a uterus. What she does on the track is gravy, right? I've been told that I can make an example out of someone. Pete Vela has a filly who is now 4, I believe. And that's not young when it comes to race mares. Like, she's got 3 starts left now at this point in her career. Out of a Grade 1 winner, by a Grade 1 winner, Freak Gallagher has been running with the wrong equipment this entire time. Pete didn't notice that till today. Good job, Pete. In good news, something can be salvaged, and maybe the horse will even run next year. But when your horses aren't running like you think they should, check everything. Be a trainer. Train your horses. It's a good plan. Bad news, I only have 1 minute to get through 10 horses in the Baltimore Special, so things are a little bit slow. On the rail, we have number 1, Rogers, who is a homebred for Susie Rydell. This is a 5-year-old son of James Dean. He's only 3 for 8 lifetime. He's coming off of a allowance victory, which I do believe she sponsored. Before that, this guy could not win a non-winners of 3, but last year he was a Grade 2 winner and Grade 1 placed. Number 2 is Fun Visit for John Exet, a son of You Never Know, 3 for 10 lifetime. This guy was second last out in an allowance. His last victory was the Brushfire Derby last year. Number 3 is Strike Revenge for Todd Lucas. You may remember this guy. He did win the Baltimore Crown 2 years ago. Since then, he's been second in the Pegasus twice. Last out, he won the Grade 1 Diego down south. Multiple Grade 1 winner. He's earned $4.2 million. This is your heavy favorite in here today. Number 4, Bracer Phoenix for Michael Looker, who's back. A $1.4 million purchase by Heart of the Storm. He's 5 for 9 lifetime coming off of a second place effort. Number 5, Rebel with a Cause, maybe the best bred horse in here for Cleopatra, a son of James Dean out of Skyfall, a $9.6 million purchase. He's 10 for 18 lifetime coming off of a grade 2 win in the Suburbia. And I remember when he did that, I texted Cleopatra and I said, seriously, you didn't run that horse in the Desert World Cup? Why are you busting a 91 in the Suburbia grade 2? What? She didn't really appreciate that. Number 6 is Merlin for Danny Derby on lease from Elise Peverell. That was hard to say. 4-year-old son of Doctor, 7 for 12 lifetime. He did win the Grade 1 Elusive Pegasus 2 back. Number 7 is Guardian Bravo for Pete Vella. This is a 4-year-old son of Ready Freddy. He's actually probably going to surpass his earnings. His purchase price with his earnings. A $700,000 purchase. He's just a few dollars short of that now, coming off of a victory in the Grade 1 Hot Springs Handicap. Number 8, Reva James for Ben Stover, a homebred son of James Dean, 2 for 15 lifetime, $400,000 earned. Number 9 is Candyman for Lucas Davenport, a 4-year-old son of Circle of Life out of the very nice mare Safe With Me, 4 for 14 lifetime. You got to think that Lucas bought this horse as a stud prospect. With that pedigree, he did win 2 of his last 3 starts, and rounding out the field is number 10, Captain Canuck for Dan Chartier, who I think I've said Cartier before. Sorry, Dan. This guy was an allowance winner 2 back, and since then was 3rd in the Out of Kindness Stakes behind Story Unchanged, who was last year's crown winner. I'm kind of surprised isn't in this race because almost always the crown winner comes back to run in this race, as evidenced by Strike Revenge being in here. And that's your field for the Baltimore Special, a field of 10 set to go a mile and 3/16. They're off in the Baltimore Special, and it was a good start for all 10 runners. Guardian Bravo had to take up shortly after the start, but doesn't seem to affect it as Strike Revenge goes out to the lead. Rebel with a Cause, and then Captain Canuck from the outside, Embracer Phoenix, Fun Visit, and Merlin. Reva James, Rogers along the rail, Guardian Bravo, and Candyman is at the back of the pack. 7 furlongs left to run in the Baltimore Special, and it is Strike Revenge. He leads by 2, now 3. Rebel with a Cause over Captain Canuck, then Bracer Phoenix, Fun Visit, and Merlin. Reva James, Rogers, Guardian Bravo, Candyman still at the back of the pack as they stroll down the backstretch, and it is Strike Revenge. He's 4 in front. Rebel with a Cause is second, a length clear to Captain Canuck. Then comes Bracer Phoenix, Reva James, Rogers moving up between horses, Fun Visit, Merlin, Guardian Bravo, and Candyman is 4 lengths behind that one. They've got 3 furlongs left to run, and it is Strike Revenge, but his lead is down to a length. Rebel with a Cause is the one coming at him, and here's Rogers and Merlin. We're 4 horses dueling now with Guardian Bravo 5th, Fun Visit, Bracer Phoenix, Captain Canuck, Reva James, and Candyman. 3/16 to go now. Rebel with a Cause is the new leader. Strike Revenge tries to fight back. Here's Rogers between horses. Merlin on the outside. Rebel with a Cause. Rogers now. Rogers in the lead. Merlin on the outside. Rebel with a Cause. Strike Revenge and Guardian Bravo. But Rogers is going to cause a bit of an upset in the Baltimore Special, and he wins by a length. Merlin second. Rebel with a Cause third. Strike Revenge and Guardian Bravo. The official winner is Rogers. He's a 5-year-old bay horse by James Dean out of Daydream by Whitespire. He is a homebred for Susie Rydell, and this is his 4th win in 9 starts. And you guys can post it on the forum. Rogers was the answer to that thread. You know the thread I'm talking about. Next up, we have the Baltimore Oaks, a field of 9, set to go for $500,000. Number 1 on the rail is Stardom for George Nats, a 3-year-old daughter of Super, 2 for 5 lifetime, coming off of a second place effort in the New Orleans Oaks. Ah! I was naming Welsh horses at a time. Here's one. I have no idea how to say it. There's no vowels. Let's go with Glyndwr. That's not how you say it, but we're going to say it that way. Rebecca Rose Hepburn owns this daughter of Dragonfly out of Sage. This is a grade 3 winner last out. She's won her last 2 starts. She actually dead heated in that race with a nice filly named Need to Breathe. Never been worse than third. Number 3 is Halls of Eternity for Jack Meyer, a homebred daughter of James Dean. 3 for 6 lifetime was fourth in the Louisville Oaks just last week. Before that, had won 2 races in a row. Number 4 is Perfect Moments for Laura Ferguson. This is a daughter of Skyfall that I think I'm getting back. 1 for 4 lifetime, though. She did race against boys last out. She finished fourth, defeated by horses like Kingslayer and the People's Hero, both of whom ran well in the Louisville Derby. Number 5 is Aurora for Danny Derby. This is the filly that was his favorite for the Stewards Cup, but she finished third. Then he was kind of looking at maybe going to the Derby with her, but she ran second in her prep. She didn't even go to the Oaks. She's here today. Probably one of the 2 best bred horses in the race, being by James Dean out of Once Upon a Dream. Words are hard. Number 6, Make Things Right for Garrett Folsom. This is a daughter of Mint who cost almost $1 million. Been third in her last 2 starts, including a grade 3 against the boys. Both of those were against the boys, actually. Number 7, Emerge from Flames for Phil Hoflick, a daughter of Fighting Spirit. Winner in a non-winners of 3 last out, and last year she did win the Ware Stakes. Number 8, Purple Brain for Poke Buffalo, a 3-year-old daughter of Alonzi. Alonzi loved Baltimore, and he was a Baltimore Crown winner. Distance should not be a problem. Second last out in the Chicago Derby, that was behind a horse named Goodbye Kiss, who is related to the horse that won the Distaff, I do believe. Rounding out the field is that horse I was just talking about, Need to Breathe for Aaron Sanderson, who dead heated with Gluendar in the Inglorious Stakes. Before that, she won the Alberta Oaks. That's your field for the Baltimore Oaks. It is post time. Mile and 3/16 for $500,000. They're off in the Baltimore Oaks, and it was a good start for all but Need to Breathe, who stumbled badly on the outside. Aurora from mid-pack goes out to the lead, and then here's Stardom along the rail and Make Things Right. Purple Brain, Need to Breathe from the outside, Emerge from Flames and Halls of Eternity. Then comes Perfect Moments, and Gluendar is at the back of the pack early. It is Aurora dueling with Stardom, and those two try and kick away from Need to Breathe, who's third. Make Things Right and Purple Brain, then Emerge from Flames, Halls of Eternity, Perfect Moments, and Gluendar is at the back of the pack. So it is Aurora, and now she shakes clear by about a length. Stardom sits second over Need to Breathe. They're all in a line. Make Things Right comes next. Then comes Purple Brain, 2 back to Emerge from Flames, Perfect Moments, Halls of Eternity, and Gluendar is at the back of the pack. And it is Aurora with 3 furlongs left to go. Aurora leads by a length over Stardom. Then comes Need to Breathe, Make Things Right, Purple Brain, Halls of Eternity, Perfect Moments, Emerge from Flames, and they've got 3/16 left to run. It is still Aurora. Here come the closers. Halls of Eternity, Perfect Moments, Stardom can't do better, Purple Brain and Need to Breathe. It is still Aurora, but she's getting chased down by Halls of Eternity and Perfect Moments, and it's going to be Halls of Eternity up in time in the Baltimore Oaks. Perfect Moments there second, then Aurora, Stardom, and Purple Brain. The official winner is Halls of Eternity. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by James Dean out of Perfect Sacrifice by Hold Above. She's a homebred for Jack Meyer, and this is her 4th win in 7 starts. And now it's on to the big one for the night, and that is the Baltimore Crown. Doing some thinking. I have to look things up because I don't know them off the top of my head anymore. Wah, wah. So the last Louisville Derby winner to win the Baltimore Crown was actually, I'll let you know. The last 2 Derby winners to win the Baltimore Crown have both gone on to win the Triple Crown, Dragonfly, and I'll let you know. The last horse to do it and not win the Triple Crown was Tahoe for Eric Nalbone. There. Now you feel educated. This year's Baltimore Crown has drawn 11. I'm quite happy with the field. I think it's a great field. There are horses still waiting for Long Island in 2 weeks, but this is still a good one. On the rail, we have the People's Hero for Imperial Thoroughbreds. He was 8th in the Derby. Son of Happy This Way, so he should like it here. 2 for 5 lifetime. Number 2 is Royal Look for Black Type LLC. Royal Look reminds me a lot of their horse Million Dreams, who won the Desert World Cup. I think that was that partnership, won the Desert World Cup last week. Um, I don't know. He reminds me of that. This guy was 10th in the Derby. He did win his lone prep, 2 for 5 lifetime for the son of Prince Louder, who is a crown winner himself. Number 3 is Avatar for Regina Moore. I've started to call the three A horses the A team: Avatar, Avenger, and Achievement, because I think that's funny. This is a son of Alonzi, 13th in the Derby. Number 4 is Wolfguard for Emily Mitchell, a homebred who was third in the Derby. He won both of his Derby preps. This is a son of Tahoe, 3 for 5 lifetime. Number 5 is Avenger for Pete Vela, a $9 million purchase by Blue Bayou out of Penguin. He was sixth in the Derby. I know that Pete wouldn't mind recouping some of that investment by way of a classic win. Before that, he did win the New Orleans Derby. Number 6 is Kingslayer for Nick Gilmore. Maybe one of the surprises in the Derby in that he ran fifth, but I don't know that anyone expected him to run that well. 4 for 6 lifetime for this son of James Dean. Number 7 is Achievement, and this is what I think has to be one of the horses, one of the favorites in this race for Eric Nalbone, a homebred, Blue Bayou, out of the Maryland Million line. Eric seems to think that because this guy won the Stewards Cup Juvenile last year and was our champion, that he wants this shorter distance, that maybe he couldn't quite make it to the Derby. He likes this spot better. I don't know. He's by Blue Bayou, which is Harry Potter, and out of the Maryland Million female family, so I think maybe the Long Island Classic could be better. This will be a battle to see who's right, Eric or me. I hope it's me. I love that. Number 8, Storm in My Heart for Dan Gordon is the lone filly in this race. She was also on a form thread recently. This is your winner of the Lexington Oaks, and I originally kind of was like, why is this filly in here when she could have been the favorite in the Baltimore Oaks? But she defeated boys in the Rising Star Stakes to start out the year. 4 for 6 lifetime. She's won 3 in a row, and her sire, Heart of the Storm, also won this race. Number 9 is your Derby winner, and that is Man in Motion for Tim Matthews, a homebred son of Man of Mystery, out of a Messiah mare. The question for him is, can he go this short? He's won 4 races in a row. He was an awesome winner in the Louisville Derby, and I think like the second or third fastest time ever. He did defeat Dave Matthews Band by a nose. Um, he's bred to want the mile and a half. The mile and a quarter was kind of like, didn't know he could do that. Everyone knows this is going to be his tough one. He reminds me a lot of the King last year in that way. Remember, the King just couldn't do the mile and 3/16, but he did come back to win the Long Island race. If he wins here today, Tim will be looking gorgeous for the Triple Crown. Number 10 is Dave Matthews Band for John Exet. This was your Derby favorite. He missed by a nose. John was pretty bummed out about that because so many people were riding on this horse with their contest picks and their wagers. This is a son of You Never Know out of a warehouse mare. The distance might be a little better for him today. I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten the mile and a quarter, but there's definitely no reason why he won't love this. 5 for 6 lifetime. On the outside, number 11 is Wonderful Image for Tangent. This is another son of Heart of the Storm. This guy won the Lexington Racecourse Stakes last out. He could have wheeled right back in the Derby. He decided to wait for this one. I love that move. This is a multiple graded stakes winner. 2 for 5 lifetime, never worse than third. And that is your field for the Baltimore Crown. 2 minutes to post. Who do you like? 1 minute to post. Seems like a lot of people like Dave Matthews Band to get his revenge today. Gotta like the A team. Feel bad for Tim. It's kind of like Rose last year to know, like, This probably isn't my bag, and if he hadn't won the Derby, he would not be here. Not a lot of talk about Wolfguard. Gwen Mike just mentioned Wolfguard for Emily Mitchell. She's won a Baltimore Crown ages ago. Why not Wolfguard? I think I did a study a couple years ago. The horse that runs third in the Derby comes back to win the crown more often than any other position. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I did that study. It's post time for the Baltimore Crown. A field of 11 set to go in this classic race, the 53rd running. Can Man in Motion do it for Tim? I wish this was NBC and there was a camera on him because that'd be awesome. Also creepy. They're in the gate. They're off in the Baltimore Crown, and Man in Motion was a step slow. Achievement is going to go out and lead them, and Achievement wants the lead. Here's Wolfguard going to chase that one. The People's Hero, and now Man in Motion is rushed up. Dave Matthews Band from the outside, and Kingslayer, then Storm in My Heart, Avenger, Avatar, Wonderful Image, and Royal Look is at the back of the pack. So it is Achievement who leads at a quick pace over Wolfguard. Man in Motion is right there third, and he's 3 wide. Then comes the People's Hero, Dave Matthews Band, Kingslayer, Storm in My Heart, Avenger, Avatar, Wonderful Image, and Royal Look is at the back of the pack as they turn down the backstretch, and they've got 5.5 furlongs left to go. Achievement, he's leading by a length. Man in Motion is up in the second over Wolfguard third. They're 2 lengths clear of the People's Hero, and those 4 have 7 lengths on the filly Storm in My Heart, who's 5th. Then comes Kingslayer. Dave Matthews Band is now 7th. Avatar, Avenger, Wonderful Image, and Royal Look is the trailer as they come to the half-mile pole. And it is still Achievement, and he shakes clear by a length and some. Man in Motion still chasing second. Wolfguard is third. The People's Hero. And here's Dave Matthews Band making his move now up and around horses. Avatar, Avenger, Kingslayer, Wonderful Image, and they're turning into the stretch, and it's still Achievement, Avatar, Avenger, Man in Motion, Wolfguard, and they are all chasing Achievement, and Dave Matthews Band from the pack. Dave Matthews Band on the outside. Achievement, but Dave Matthews Band is swooping right on past him now. Achievement can't do better. Avatar, Avenger, but Dave Matthews Band is opened up on them. Dave Matthews Band is 2 lengths clear. Man in Motion, no better than 5th today. Then Wolfguard, the People's Hero, but Dave Matthews Band crushed in the Baltimore Crown. The official winner is Dave Matthews Band. He's a 3-year-old dark bay colt by You Never Know out of Viola by Warehouse. This is a homebred for John Exet, and he is now 6 for 7 lifetime. John Exet's going to have a dilemma now. Do you run in the Long Island Classic, or do you go from here to the Queen's Derby? If you run in the Long Island Classic, then you get to have an awesome grudge match with Tim Matthews and Man in Motion. But if you go to the Queen's Derby, then you get to avoid Tim Matthews and Man in Motion. It'll be interesting to see what happens. And with all the A horses. Will Achievement go? Will Avenger go? Will Avatar go? Will we have a Triple Crown where all 3 races are won by homebreds? Not a fan. Just kidding. Don't forget to join us in 2 weeks' time for that Long Island Classic. If somebody reminds me, I'll do the Emotonian next week. I just always forget. But I'd love to do it. Happy racing!